So not only Heidegger, but Gadamer and earlier Dilthey and the pragmatics, of course, use this notion of play. But I think play is a very important model or indication of what we can do in thinking, that we don't think of thinking as just a static hierarchy, where we set up a bunch of concepts and they have a static hierarchical relationship to each other, but we allow these concepts to speak to each other and modify one another. And so I think what Heidegger does in his so-called later poetic thinking after the turn is allow these concepts and words to play or speak to each other in a way that a hierarchical conceptual system doesn't allow us. And so I think this kind of play opens up our ability to not just use words in a more poetic way or more mysterious way. If we look at it negatively, you might say it's kind of obscurantism. I don't think it's that, but because it allows us to speak to things in the world as well. Because what Heidegger wants is not just a language that speaks about other words in the end, but a language that interacts with, is in play with the things of the world. It allows us to say what a thing is in its own thingliness, in its own environment, right? In its own verbal character of how the thing, to use a Heideggerian colloquialism, the thing is thinging, he says, the thing things. Basically, when Heidegger does things like that, what he's trying to do is show the verbal character of something we take as a noun or an essence. So the essence is actually the kind of essencing, right? It has a verbal quality that is transforming, it is playing. It's not just a closed, static concept or substance that dominates, and then that's it. But rather, we have to allow the thing to unfold itself. And to allow the thing to unfold itself means we need to look at it, listen to it, right? Address it, see it in its own situation and context and what it is doing, right? We see it as having kind of activity as well. And this is something that I would say is also deeply resonant with these early Daoist sources.